Hi, my name is Dr. Melissa Duvall. I'm a chiropractor, and you're watching Ask the Expert. On this month's Ask the Expert, I'm going to talk about chiropractic care for pregnant moms and babies. I want to start by talking about two of the most common misconceptions about seeing a chiropractor. And first is that you have to be an adult, and second is that you have to be in pain. And while these are really common reasons why people seek out chiropractic care, it's not all encompassing. So as chiropractors, a lot of people think of us as spine doctors, which we are, but I like to think of it more as like a nervous system doctor. So as chiropractors, we support the health of the nervous system, which is the master control of your entire body. It's how your brain functions and controls and communicates with all of our organs and keeps us healthy. Sometimes what can happen though is when we have a lot of stress in life, the bones of the spine can shift out of alignment. And when that happens, it puts pressure on the nerves that are trying to communicate between the brain and the body. So it causes interfere with our nervous system, which is trying to keep us healthy. And so as chiropractors, we're always trying to find spinal misalignments and correct them so that our nervous system can function properly. Keeping our nervous system healthy is really why it's important that we also support the spines of our babies, newborns, children, and pregnant moms, not just adults. So pregnant moms, our bodies are going through a lot of changes. And so my first goal as a chiropractor is to make sure we are restoring that brain-body connection and that our nervous system is supporting our pregnancy. My second goal is to make sure that our pelvis is staying nice and balanced. And this is important for a few reasons. First is that we want to make sure our pelvis is balanced because it allows our baby enough room to grow and develop and move the way that they're supposed to. Another reason why it's really important is because when we go to deliver our baby, our pelvis moves a lot. And so we need to make sure that it's able to open up properly so that it gives a smoother birth for mom and baby. The next thing too is when we have a balanced pelvis, it can alleviate some of those common pregnancy pains, such as lower back pain, sciatica, pubic symphysis dysfunction, which they call lightning crutch, as well as things like headaches and heartburn. So when I talk about chiropractors seeing people of all ages and walks of life, this also includes newborns and babies. This is something that a lot of people aren't aware of, but babies also have tiny spines and tiny nervous systems that are helping their new little bodies to grow and develop. Some of these organ systems that our nervous system controls are the respiratory, the digestive, and the immune system. So having your baby checked by a chiropractor is good for their overall health too. A lot of times when parents bring their baby to me for the first time, they're very nervous about their first adjustment. And I think that's really understandable. They're tiny, they're fragile, they're brand new in this world. As a chiropractor, adjusting an infant or newborn is much different than an adult. There's no twisting or cracking or popping with babies. So what I tell parents is that it's about the pressure that you use to check and see if a tomato or an avocado is ripe. And we just use that very gentle pressure to check their spines and make sure there's no interference to that beautiful nervous system, which is helping them grow and stay healthy. Chiropractors are primarily focused on nervous system health, but when we have misalignments in the spine, for babies, it can manifest as different things. Parents will come in complaining that their baby is really gassy or their stomach's upset. They're having constipation, diarrhea, colicky, or also trouble sleeping. Another thing that I see a lot is issues with breastfeeding. And so babies, they have little nervous systems where their bodies and brains are trying to communicate to the face how to breastfeed. So if we have areas of the spine that are out of alignment due to things like stress and birth, even things like being in the car seat for too long can cause some stress in their systems. And when that happens, it interferes with how the brain is controlling the mouth muscles. And so what can happen then is they have troubles latching, or they might have trouble turning their head to the side. So they only prefer one breast over the other. And so chiropractic care, we check their upper neck and make sure that everything there is functioning properly so that the nerves talking from the brain to the mouth are able to contribute to a good latch and a good sucking swallowing reflex. Thanks for spending some time with me, and for more information, visit NorthShoreHealth.org.